Alright. Don't know how many people will be listening in. But, man, I'm just gonna talk because I'm gonna be busy sketching. So I've already have here open my Clip Studio. And something I wanted to get around for some of the stuff I wanted to cover was about volume and in coloring itself. I have a pupil who is practicing really hard on shading, and I'm just gonna go start off, put out a mid-tone, fill that up. Alright. Next we're going to do some quick sketching. I have no idea what to sketch up. Gonna check how the chat system is working out here. Hold on. Alright, to list available commands, enter boot. Sure. But of course I've got the regular chat room that I have open at the moment. Blank canvas, yeah. So I'm just gonna check up on regular chat room. You guys can't see that, but because I have it set to just the software that I want to air from. So I'm just gonna do some random cat. Gotta flip it because I just need to get a sketch that will have the potential to show some volume. And being able to get volume in someone else's sketch is an important asset as a colorist. It enhances the line art. Whatever you do more to a line art, it has to improve and make it better, because otherwise there's not much reason to do so. Okay, getting a little something here. Checking out the chat room. It is pretty blank. I'm also going to check out on the regular chat system for the channel itself. So this channel is just a project right now. I'd like to utilize it for my tutorials and being able to reach out to audiences I can't normally reach to, as there's just so many people I would very much like to reach out and help more, because some people they got a good start, and some people just need some good, strong feedback and critique, and I don't like to sugarcoat things. So, okay, in this moment, I just did something very important. I've already determined the angle of the light. I'm just shrink down my brush. So I've set a pair of eyes. And I've put some lighting over on yonder part from on the outer side. So it is going to hit the rest of the body here. A good exercise to start off is basic cell shading. So you can just sketch in kind of where that's going to start to hit. And it's kind of quite a bit on top. Let's get a larger brush in. We're going to see that part quite clearly. And that part, like that, forward, kind of like in that direction. So we will have some shadow falling around here. Think of what's falling most directly flat to the light source. Just start brushing it in. I've got a little bit of I hope you guys are hearing me quite well, because I have no idea. Alright. So I'm going to zoom in a bit less. And there I will have a bit of lighting here. Very forward. Cross-hatching helps also at this point. So this is just an idea concept. Keep flipping the paper as well. Don't stop flipping. And now we're going to go and create the contrast. We're going to start off determining where the extremity perimeter is and start to work at that line. So the eyebrows are going to be quite in depth. And we got to keep in mind where this shadow is going to hit down. And where the back is going to be. And for the back, we want to keep in mind that it's not going to be completely dark, but we're obviously going to have some kind of background that's going to bounce that light back. A little bit, not too much. A little bit. There we go. Let's see, what other tools do I usually use? I got a nice blend tool here. It's absolutely fabulous. When I do blending, I always move along as if it's a sculpture. And I curve with the surface that I want to create. The nuances between the concave and convex really do work nicely when you're trying to get the shading in. And then you work the levels of gradient, how much and how far it's going to shift, and that's going to determine how round something is compared to how flat it is. If you have a particularly long gradient, whereas you have the contrast line farther, but it takes a while for it to reach the peak, then it's a little bit more round. It's pretty natural and obvious, I find. Flip it. Right click, get my brush back. I want to chisel that over a bit. If this were alpha, I'd go and I'd select the alpha like that here. Or I can right click on an area that has alpha if I don't have the paper enabled as such. But I'm working, it's just this. I really like working on a toned mid-tone, because when you work some different colors in, it really blends interestingly. Here I got that light. And a bit more mid for this one. Pretty much like that. Didn't get the blending in. And it just keeps working like that. Using the blend tool only to the size that I need to use. If I use a smaller one, then I will have a flatter surface or a smaller angle than if I use a larger one. Such as this, if I want to brush around the cheek, that's not going to do. I need to get a larger brush to work around the cheek. Even larger. Because mind you, I have this set to a pressure sensitivity, and I press I have to press super lightly. I'm actually needing to get a lot more nibs than I had anticipated for. Oh, goodness sakes. I just draw so much. I don't think I'm too harsh with my pen, but I don't think that I use it as little as some other people do. I use my tablet so often. Soothing watercolor? How's that? And always play with your brushes. Play around. Let's see, one of the functions that I like a lot for this is smooth watercolor. Now the addition for smooth watercolor is that if you're working in it with an alpha instead of a flat layer, it's going to fill the alpha with the color and selection. And it does a very nice blurring job. Oil brush, a little thinner. I just really like painting directly onto my computer. People don't say much anyway. So I hope the sound's coming out pretty nicely. I don't know if this is a borrowed mic, by the way. I'm looking into some nice mics, and this is why I'm supposed to meet up with my sister so we can browse for stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Thicker eyebrows. Where do they meet? Blah, blah, blah. Pick it up. Place it on. Just cross-hatch it in. Smooth watercolor to blend that all nice together. Oils. Flipping it. Gotta rotate it. Gotta see if that's looking good that way or no. Larger. And so this is sort of a bit of how I work. Gotta trim it a little bit more. I usually mess up when it comes around the face, so then I just trim it when I get there. It's okay to make corrections and revise over what you're doing. Because if it's telling you to do something else, you go do that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer how that is coming along. Larger brush. So that's a little bit of testing, and I hope it's going okay. I hope the audio's been okay. I have no idea. You guys don't say anything. Yeah, you guys don't say anything. Anyway, so that should suffice. Has this been screened? Yeah, I think it has been screening. I've had my YouTube channel open a while ago. Yeah, it's there. Oh, there's the chat. Okay, I was looking in the wrong box. I'm sorry. It's over on the YouTube page itself. Huh. Okay. I got 10 minutes. Audio is good. Fabulous. So that's pretty much it, and I'm still having to learn a lot of how the tools are like. So you just open it. And get your palette coming out. And see how the effects come out. That doesn't do much with that one, does it? Brush size, spray. Oh, it doesn't show. Oh, of course, because the paint is off. Ah, that's that. So if I had the paint off and density, color stretch, and it would be more something like this. Just mess around with what you've got for brushes and learn how they function all together. And the kind of effect you can get out of them. So I don't make expectations out of myself with the drawings I start sketching, because I don't post the majority of what I create or what I sketch up. It's only I just let it be created, and it's my choosing if it goes up or not. So far, I'm quite liking how this is turning out with Open Canvas. I'm sorry, this is not Open Canvas. I've been spending 10 years working with Open Canvas. Over 9 years. Yeah, over 9 years or so. And I have such a habit of saying Open Canvas. This is not Open Canvas. This is Clip Studio. I can be quiet at times. So I've been running the cold recently, and I've been doing my best to fight it. I've got a flight to catch next week. And yeah, so the stream is actually not bad in time. I'm checking up on the channel itself again. And I think the timing's better. Is the audio choppy at all? I don't know. And I'm having to hold this large mic the whole time because I don't have a mic arm and yet. I'm still browsing around for a decent set of audio equipment. So first step was get a new internet service provider, and that could get me better speed with my uploading. So streaming should be much better than before. Yeah, this is a big hefty mic, and it has some weight to it. Whereas I have to put the tablet down on the new table. And it's at least I have a nice tall stool I can sit on. So that should be about tablet level, tablet pen as such, holding the mic. I have a nice stool for my computer chair, and it gives me a lot of lift. So that's sort of how it is. If you really want to practice more shading and push yourself into shading more, put a lot of shading. Just work with some basic cell shading and just lay in a nice heavy amount of shadow across the whole board. Where is the shadow going to be? Compared to where is there going to be light hitting it? Aye, it's a heavy setup. Oof. Okay, so thank you for joining me for the first little test, and I'm looking forward to having a mic arm and a filter and the whole shebang. So let's see. Lovely. Um, but most of my new streaming is probably going to happen after I get back from my trip, and it's going to be nearly 3 weeks. So in a month from now, I'm going to be back. Um, I'm not going to be able to stream when I'm over in Poland, and yeah, I look forward to sketching some more live, and I really want to feature more um, helping others in their sketchings and feature other people, um, not not for not for their skills but their ability to learn. And I'm very grateful to have a few pupils who are just really eager to push themselves and to um, try some hard things and to go and practice the things that they have difficulty with. Most artists have difficulty with hands and feet, and it's funny enough, majority of my drawings don't contain feet, but I do emphasize a lot on sketching out feet in the whole. Do I have anything? Um, I'm not gonna browse my gallery right now. It's not the time. But it's past midnight now. Goodness sakes. And I need to get my rest. So, that should be calling it a night. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll be chatting with you a little bit more during the week before my trip.